Have you ever felt like you were on a specific path, only to have life throw you a total curveball? Well, today we're diving into the incredible story of Simona Rivero. Her journey from the newsroom to the classroom is this really powerful lesson in reinventing yourself, finding your passion, and most importantly, the amazing impact a good mentor can have. And this quote right here is really the heart of her entire story. It's this idea that someone else believing in you can unlock doors you didn't even know were there. For Simona, this was so true. She's even said she barely thought a master's degree was in the cards, let alone a PhD. So that begs the question, right? How do you go from that feeling of uncertainty to having such a clear purpose? Well, it definitely doesn't happen overnight. For Simona, it all started with a period of really searching, trying to figure out how all her different passions could possibly fit together. After she graduated, Simona found herself at this classic crossroads. You know the one. She was trying to figure out how to weave together all these different threads of her professional life into something that actually felt whole, something that made sense. Her journey really hits this critical point right after she graduates in spring 2020, which, let's be honest, was a tough time for anybody. So she takes a gap year to kind of reflect, then dives into a master's program. And that's where the magic happens. A mentor, Dr. Mark McKinney, just plants this one little seed of an idea that changes absolutely everything. Professionally, she was kind of living in two different worlds. On one hand, she was an academic advisor, and she loved it, connecting with students, being part of higher education. But on the other hand, she was a social media strategist for a startup, using all those communication skills. Both were great, but they felt like totally separate lives. And this is where that mentor came in with the perfect solution. He didn't just give her some generic advice, he gave her a whole new vision for her future. He showed her a path, becoming a professor, that wasn't a compromise. It was the perfect synthesis of her two passions, higher ed and communication. So with this new vision locked in, Simona just went for it. And you know what? The academic world didn't just welcome her, it basically rolled out the red carpet, validating her new direction almost immediately. And this is huge. Not only did she get accepted into the PhD program at her alma mater, but she was also named a McKnight Doctoral Fellow. And that is a really big deal. It's this prestigious fellowship with a long history of supporting and keeping underrepresented students in academia. It was just this powerful confirmation that she was on the right track. And she didn't just show up and settle in. She hit the ground running. Her very first year in the doctoral program was just this whirlwind of achievements that really set the tone for her entire academic career. I mean, check this out. She hit a massive milestone almost right away, her first academic publication. She worked with her advisor, co-authored a paper, presented it at a major conference, and then got it published in the Journal of Advertising Education. That's the whole cycle, from start to finish, all in her first year. Incredible. But it didn't stop there. She was also presenting at other high-profile conferences, covering everything from health communication to international advertising. Plus, she joined a research lab, diving really deep into things like media psychology. She was truly immersing herself in this new world. But her first-year transformation wasn't just about becoming a researcher. The journey really came full circle as she stepped up to the front of the classroom, completing that shift from student to educator herself. Seriously, think about that for a second. In just her second semester as a PhD student, she was already the main instructor for an advanced course on branding. She wasn't just a student anymore. She was teaching, mentoring, and shaping the next generation. It was that original dream of merging higher education and communication coming to life right there. So what's with the number 3? Well, it stands for her incredible commitment. With her bachelor's, her master's, and soon her PhD, all from the University of Florida, she's on her way to becoming what they call a triple gator. It's just a testament to her deep connection to the place that really shaped her whole journey. So, after hearing all this, what's the big takeaway from Simona's story? Well, it brings us right back to where we started. This profound, life-altering power of seeing potential, not just in ourselves, but in other people too. It really all comes down to this single, powerful idea. We all have this hidden potential inside us. And sometimes, all it takes is one person, a teacher, a boss, a friend, a mentor, to hold up a mirror and show us what we're really capable of. And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. As you go about your day, maybe think about this. Who are the mentors in your life? And maybe just as important,
Who could you be a mentor for? Whose potential could you be the one to unlock?